great start. I thought so many of the things that we really focused on in preseason were really evident to see, just in terms of the mentality, the commitment, the willingness of every guy to react well and be determined to make the game difficult for them. And so I think moving into this weekend, we want to make sure that all those things are there again. Obviously, it's a different opponent, different stadium, which obviously presents its own unique challenge. But we're excited. It's a big game. Should be a great atmosphere, seeing as it's their home opener, and so we're excited. The week's been good, and you get to the end of the week, and now it's just making sure everybody's ready to step on the field when that whistle blows and do whatever it takes.
There were times of the match last week where Seba seemed like he was isolated. How do you guys try to open up more space so that you can get the ball to him?
I think one of the things that was very good for us was our tactically how good we were, our ability to close space down and move together and keep our lines tight and make the game very difficult for the Red Bulls. Obviously, in moments, it meant that Seba was up front by himself a little bit, but that was also the way it was supposed to look. I think in looking back, in certain moments, if we had been a little better, a little quicker, a little sharper to find certain passes, even as they came after us and pressed us, then we could have found a few more moments to play and start to find a good rhythm and be dangerous ourselves. But ultimately, it's early in the season, and the beginnings of seasons are always tricky. Nobody's as sharp as you want to be in some ways, and so at the beginning, it's about finding ways to get points, finding ways to win games, finding ways to come away with results, knowing that you're going to play your way into the season and that your sharpest days are still to come.
So is that a benefit then of having veterans in this starting 11, knowing that you guys can have that patience, weather the storm, and pick your moments when you do want to attack?
Sure. To have a group of guys who have experience, who know what it's like to play big games early in the season, to play games against good teams in tough environments. That part makes a big difference, and ultimately you want as many guys on the field as possible who understand the game, who know the game, who can read situations, who can make decisions depending on the game and the moment and everything that's going on.
How unique of a challenge is it to play on that pitch, Michael, it being so narrow?
It's narrow, it's short, it's cockeyed, and so it's interesting. Like I said, the great thing is that the atmosphere, I would imagine, will be amazing. Given that they won their first game and it's their home opener, it should be a great evening. And so we're excited to play in those ways. These are the games that you want to play and that are what it's all about. And obviously, the field being small means that things happen quickly. There's not much time to make decisions. Balls turn over, and before you even realize, they're in your penalty area. And so it's just understanding that, it's knowing that we have to find good ways to move together as a group, make sure that our reactions are good, make sure that everybody understands that in a game like this, not every play is going to be perfect, but it's just the willingness and the commitment over 90 minutes to make sure that we keep at it and are able to tilt that bar in our favor.
You played against Andrea Pirlo in Italy. You're playing against him here now. What challenges does he provide for you guys in this game?
Obviously, he's a very good passer. His vision, his feel for what types of balls to play and how to make sure that the attacking players on his team get balls in good position. So look, we'll make sure that we understand how to make the game hard for him, and we'll always want to know where he is. But ultimately, it's a good team with a lot of talented guys who can hurt you if given the chance.
Are there any memories of Andrea that really stand out to you throughout your time in Italy playing together?
No, nothing in particular. I mean, it's we're talking about one of the best players in the last 20-25 years. A guy who has won at every club he's been at, won World Cup, won Champions Leagues, and so it's his quality and his what he's about as a player. Those things say it all.